And the camera says we're live. Folks, thank you so much for being here today. I wanted to get this out to you. I had a bunch of questions, had a couple questions about how do I do my video titles, etc., on the consumer channel, not the real estate channel that you guys are watching this on, but on the consumer channel. So I wanted to do a video just on that, how I do the back end, the behind the video title, description, chapters, etc., on my consumer YouTube channel, which absolutely kicks it. Thanks to Jesse and Jackson. All the credit to them, all the credit to God, always, and all the credit to my teammates. Without any of those people, I would not have the success that I'm currently having. But so that's what this video is all about. So if you want to learn more about how to do the titles, the description, the thumbnail, etc., for your consumer YouTube channel, that's exactly what this video is all about. Now, let me give you my pitch real quick. I'm an agent over at eXp Realty. It's absolutely mind-blowing. The revenue share, the stock purchasing program, equity, I think is what it's called, and then all the technology, all the staff, etc. eXp isn't just a real estate brokerage. If you're open-minded and ready, or you're unhappy where you're currently at, you have to give me a call. You have to shoot me a text. You got to book an appointment down below so that we can talk about your future at eXp Realty. I don't want you to sell real estate till you die. That's not healthy. Selling real estate is kind of stressful. Get it? I get it. I'm an agent. I still produce. I don't want you to have to do that until you die. Okay? Give me a call. Shoot me a text. Send me an email. I want to chat with you about the 3 different ways that you can make multiple incomes over at eXp Realty so you don't have to sell real estate until you die. Now, let's get into today's video. And let me share my screen with you. So right here, check this out. Boom. Okay, so I just uploaded this driving tour of an amazing neighborhood just north of OU Medical, just south of the Capitol, that I'm gonna schedule with you on this video. So this is how I do titles. This is how I do my write-up. This is how I do everything step by step by step. And I've got some little slide decks right here to keep us on topic. So first, I'm gonna title the video. So like Mike Sherrod says, is just be literal. Just be literal. So I put something like moving to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Check out these historic neighborhoods by OU Medical and the Capitol. Okay, so all right, I've exceeded my text description, but I have the basis of the title. So now I'm going to narrow this down to 70 characters. So one of the easiest ways to narrow characters is get rid of the whole word Oklahoma and just put Oklahoma. And then I can get rid of check this out, because no one's going to type that in the search bar. YouTube's a search engine. So that's got me down to 10 characters. So moving to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, historic neighborhoods by OU Medical and the state capital. State capital. Okay, so historic homes. I can get rid of neighborhoods and put homes. Okay, 78. I can get rid of Oklahoma City and I can put OKC. And then I can add Oklahoma. Boom, right there. Okay, so right there. See that? Now I am below 70. And I don't know where I read that you shouldn't be more than 70. But I read it somewhere, someday. Don't know where. But that's... Oh, I bet it's off of TubeBuddy. Yes, title between 20 and 70 characters. I do have a TubeBuddy subscription. I do use TubeBuddy a lot. I highly recommend it, especially if you're going to start doing consumer content for the consumers. You absolutely need to get the TubeBuddy subscription. Reach out to me. I'll send you an affiliate link. That way I can get some credit for you joining TubeBuddy because you watched this video and you're like, I should do what Josh says. Okay, send me a link so I can do that for you. And folks, this video is all about what works for me. Okay, what works for you might be different. This is stuff that works for me. So right there, I have the title. So I'm going to take this title, highlight it. Okay, so title's the first part. The second part is add the standard upload text. So I take this title and then I also put it right here in the description. Then I hit enter twice. And the standard upload text is real simple. So underneath settings, right here on settings, I click on settings. Oh, my head was in the way. Let me remove my head for a second. So down here in the bottom left, settings. See that? I just clicked on settings. This popped up. Now I go to upload defaults, and right here is my upload default. When I'm using the computer to upload stuff, for some reason this doesn't show up when I use the, what is it called? The iPad. When I use my iPad to upload, this doesn't show up for some reason. So I just copy this. I just copy it right here, and then I close it, okay? And then I go over here where I had put the title, and I hit enter twice, and now the cursor's blinking. Yep, you can see that on the screen. And I just simply paste it right here. Paste. Boom. Uh-oh. Okay, perfect. It showed up. So there is how I put the standard upload title. And it has all the things like my playlist for every single neighborhood, for every single sub-metro of the Oklahoma City Metro and stuff like that. It's already in there, so I'm not retyping it. And then it also has the channel disclaimer that I made. And then it has all the EXP disclaimers that corporate wants us to use. So I have all that in there. I don't ever have to retype it. It's all in there. I just copy and paste. And then I go back up to the top. And then I'm going to make a little bit more detailed of a write-up. So you know how we had to shorten the title? I'm going to widen that title back. Moving to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Driving tour. I'm going to put everything back that I originally had. Driving tour of historic neighborhoods by OU Medical and the state capitol. Beautiful century old homes. And as you can tell, folks, I cannot spell. So I use spell check a lot. So right there. And then I jump over on my MLS. And you guys know what an MLS is if you're watching this video. Shout out to those of you that are watching. If you're enjoying the content, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. I jump over to the MLS to verify the neighborhood addresses real quick. And sorry for the delay. I should have already had this pulled up. And for some reason it's not already pulled up. I know the neighborhood addresses. It is... Okay, here's the neighborhood address. This was the first thumbnail that I made for this video, but we'll come back to that. I used a different thumbnail, and you guys are absolutely going to love it. But that's the first thumbnail I made for it, so enjoy this driving tour of Howe's Capital neighborhood. Historic Howe's Capital neighborhood. Historic Classens North Highland Park. Some long neighborhood names, right? And Lincoln Terrace edition of Oklahoma City. Okay, and I was doing some research when I was making the video. Hold on, let me make sure I spelled that right. I was doing some research when I was making the video, of course, doing the audio over it. And homes priced from only $400,000 to $2.5 million right by the state capital of Oklahoma in Oklahoma City and the OU Medical District. Okay, so that is a little bit more detailed of a write-up, and you see that I've exceeded my write-up availability. So first thing that I do is I take off these playlists that are not relative to the video. So I take off Moore, Mustang, Guthrie. I want playlists that are only relevant to the video. So that would be Oklahoma City. That would be how to sell your home, Oklahoma City, and how to start a career in real estate. So I'm just going to go with those. And see, that gets me back under my character limit. It's no longer red anymore. So that's how I make my write-up. It's that simple. So thumbs up on that. If you've got questions or comments, please put them in there. Jamonte, hey, Jamonte, thank you so much, sir. Jamonte, you are the man. Jamonte, you are the man. So that is how I do the title and the write-up. Now let me jump over here and let's go to the next one. The next one is the specific text. Okay, we just did that. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with my titles up at the top. We just did the specific text, and you guys saw how I did that. I just do a little blurb on what the neighborhood is. Okay, and then we're gonna go over to put it in the right playlist. So once you have the text all put in right there, scroll down, and I have these playlists already built. So you'll probably want to build some playlists for your consumer channel, but I'm going to put it in the living in and moving to Oklahoma City playlist. So that's the one that I put it in right there. And then I also have here, you could do a quick search and it actually makes it easy too. You could put in Oklahoma County. I have Oklahoma County tours also, and I just know this off of top of my head because it's my channel. And I've been doing this. I've been doing YouTube for about 10, 11 years. I did it wrong for 8 to 9 years. And then I finally fell into a podcast with Jackson and Jesse. I actually thought I already knew everything about YouTube. You know, Arrogant Josh. It took me 4 months to actually listen to the podcast that Jackson and Jesse did on Rebus University. And when I listened to it, it was mind-blowing. I immediately called the agents that I work with, and I said, meet me downtown next week on Wednesday. We're going to shoot a bunch of videos. And we did that. And as soon as we did Jackson and Jesse's YouTube, which I teach everyone to do, they tell us, teach everyone how to do it, it just took off. It just went crazy. So I've got the write-up in there. I just added the playlist like we talked about. I just put it in living in, moving to Oklahoma City, and then the Oklahoma County tours. And then we'll go ahead and save the work that I've done in case for some reason my computer gives me the blue screen of death. Huh? You guys love that blue screen of death, right? I wish I had a soundboard. I would be like, wah, wah, wah. If I had a soundboard, that would be excellent right now. And then I wonder if I can, I wonder if I could, man. This software that I'm using, Jamonte, it's not as interactive as I want to be. I wish I could thumbs up your comments. Thank you so much, Jamonte. Shout out to everyone watching. Can you leave a link to the podcast? Yes. I will find that podcast and get you a link to that. Absolutely. Let's at the end of this video, I will do that. At the end of this video, I'll do that. Right now, I'm still gonna plow through what I had planned, but yes sir, I will do that absolutely. So once you have it put in your playlist, then the next step that I do is I add end of screens. Now this video, I kind of made my own end of screens in the editor, so the end of screens won't be very long in this specific video because of what I did at the end of it. So you just work around your end of screens. So right here is where my end of screen starts. So I just moved the cursor to right here. See where that red is? I know that red is sort of the end of screen because I built this video. I use my cell phone and an iPad for 90% of all my videos. I don't have any fancy computers or anything like that. A cell phone and an iPad. It's just your regular iPad. It's not an iPad Pro or anything like that. I do have the 256 gig memory because you need a decent amount of memory when you're doing these videos. But I used to have an iPad that didn't have the LTE or the 5G. Highly recommend spending the extra money and making sure that you've got the LTE or the 5G on your iPad, because tethering from your phone is not near the same as just having the iPad already have access to everything. So this is the end of screens. Enough about the iPad. This is the end of screen. So all I did was I moved my cursor to where this pop-up started to pop up. So right about there. You see that pop-up moving? You see how I built it to move in the video? I'm going to put it right when it stops. right there, I need the subscribe button to pop up. So at the same time that that stops, the subscribe button pops up. Does that make sense? And I'll show you as soon as I let go of it right there. So, and then this, I want to switch it over to a playlist. So I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to add the Living in, Moving to Oklahoma City playlist. So Living in, Moving to Oklahoma City playlist as my end of screen. I'm going to put it right there, and I move it down here because I know that I've got another pop-up coming up right there, because like I said, I just built this video. So that's why I did that. So let me scroll this back right there. So now those two are even. I'm going to put this right here, and then I'm going to hit play. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you're real, I'll mute that so it doesn't. See how that all popped up real good? Now watch, here comes a second pop-up that I was talking about. Okay, so that's how I build my end of screen. So any questions on that, put them in the comments below. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let me double check comments, and perfect. Yes sir, Jamonte. Okay, let's go back. So that's end of screens. Rewind the video, rewatch it if you have any questions on that. If you have any questions directly, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. And let's go to the next one. You want to schedule when it drops. So to schedule it when it drops is right here, visibility. Right here under visibility. I just did a video late Friday night on an amazing listing that Robert took. Beautiful listing. Go back, watch that video. Super mind-blowing listing. But on this, what I'm gonna do, this is my consumer channel, and I've got these driving videos already scheduled like 2 months out. But right here is where you would schedule it. So I'm gonna put it for next Thursday, so I can go back and change this later. But I have most of my driving videos always drop on Thursdays, and I almost have all my videos drop that are scheduled at 6 a.m. And I do that so that those people who wake up early and do cardio like I used to before children, I do that so they can intake my content while they're doing cardio. So hopefully they won't be bored out of their mind while they're jogging on a treadmill or riding a bicycle, a stationary bicycle or something. So that's why I drop it at 6 a.m. on Thursdays, to give them something right before the weekend. So so that's how you schedule it. You schedule it just like I did right there. Here, let's click off of there. So once again, visibility, click on that, go to schedule, put it on the date that you want it to go live, and then put it on the time that you want it to go live. And that's why I use 6 a.m. just so you guys know. So done. Any questions on scheduling? Let me check. Give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. Thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel if you want to learn everything about real estate and everything about eXp, which isn't just a real estate brokerage. It's a life-changing, absolutely life-changing organization that's an international brokerage. No royalties, no franchise fees. You got your cap, you got 20 transaction fees after you hit your cap, and then they literally give you your cap back after you do that every year. You literally get your cap back in stock options. It takes 3 years for those stock options to vest, but you're literally being paid to be at eXp Realty. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, right? Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay, so there is the scheduling. Let's go over to location. Location's very important. Very important, because YouTube says it is. I'm pretty sure they geotag all of these videos. So let me go down to right here, video location, Oklahoma City. So I already plugged that in when I was uploading the video, but you just put it in. You type in Oklahoma City. If you're making a video on San Francisco, you type in San Francisco. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Unless you're one of those people who like to make it hard, and you're like, well, should I put the neighborhood? If you want, I'm going to put just the city. That's what I'm going to put. If you want to put the neighborhood, absolutely put the neighborhood. I missed one of them, guys. We should have also done text. So not text, but tags. Tags is also one of them too. Now here's my theory on tags. So like I said, I've got YouTube. I got TubeBuddy. So I get a lot more benefits than a lot of people, but it's not that expensive. So I'm going to do 2 sets of tags. 2 sets. So what I mean by that is I'm going to put Oklahoma City historic neighborhoods. So I'm looking at it from 2 different perspectives. Specific about what the video is about. I'm going to make about half the tags what that is about. Okay, I'm going to make half the tags about what that is about. So I only received a 51 on that, historic neighborhood homes. So I'm going to add the word homes to it, see if that raises it any. Boom, right there, guys. God is blessing us. God is so blessing us right now. Look at that, 100, guys. Thank you, Yah. Thank you, Yah. So let's pick some of these. So I'm just selecting some of these, and then let me go over to. Okay, so that's not exact. I'm looking for the historic ones. Where's the words historic? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Okay, I'll add that myself. So I'm going to copy to clipboard, and then I just close that out, and I'm going to add this. Okay, so I've got 152 out of 150 characters used. Right there, 152 out of 150 characters used. And now let's add century. First century. No, let's Old English Tudors. Homes. Okay. I'm going to add the word Oklahoma City because I want it to be specific. And then I'm going to put Oklahoma City. What is that? Colonial. Colonial homes. I don't think I misspelled colonial, but I'm going to double check. Okay, I'm not seeing any red, so I think I spelled it right. Oklahoma it's red because it's lowercase, but colonial homes. Okay, perfect. So I talked about the neighborhood first. I talked about the home types first. Okay, so tour Oklahoma City historic neighborhoods. Okay, and now I've got roughly over. I've got 267 out of 500 characters. Now I'm going to do the broad, the macro tags. So what I mean by that is I'm going to put moving to, and living in Oklahoma City. Okay, and it's going to give me a list of tags. And this is called TubeBuddy. Reach out to me. I can get you an affiliate link so that you guys can join TubeBuddy, and I get a small little piece of the pie. They pay like half my bill for the month or something. Nothing extravagant. I'm not driving a Bentley based off of my TubeBuddy sponsors. So moving to Oklahoma City, living in Oklahoma City, best places to live, where to live, moving. Okay, so that's good. Let's copy those to the keyboard, the clipboard, and paste. Okay, 488. So that's how I do my tags right there, guys. And that's it. That's really how I optimize. Oh, the thumbnail. I forgot the most important part. Thumbnail. Look at this thumbnail that I just made. God is so good. God is so good. Look at this thumbnail that I just made. It's a completely different thumbnail than I was going to use. Let me pull it up on the screen so it's great big for you guys. Let me hit save real quick. Save. And then let me pull this thumbnail up so you guys can see it. Look at that. Is that not cool? Is that not cool? See, this right here was the one I was going to use. You guys, give me your opinion. Put it in the comments. Which one do you think is better? Do you think this one's better? Or do you think that one's better? I think this one's far more clickable. I really do. I think this one's going to get some great clicking. Sure, I could A/B test it, but I got 3 kids. I got 3 kids at home. My wife and I are taking care of the kids most of the time during the day. So, hallelujah. Great job. Feels good to see the SEO in the green. Yes, sir, Jamonte. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. All right, guys. That is it. That's how simple it is to get your videos optimized for search engine optimization. That's how I do the title, the write-up. That's how I schedule it. That's how I do the end of screens. That's how I create the thumbnail, add the playlist, and select the location and do the keywords. So I hope you found value in that video. Guys, seriously, before I go, I don't want you to sell real estate till you die. I don't want you to have to be constantly charged additional fees that you don't need to be charged. eXp Realty has 3 different ways that you can make income being a real estate agent. That's through revenue share, that's through equity, and that's through selling houses. guys, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. If you're open-minded and if you're looking for a better way to further your advancement in the industry and provide more for your family and provide a generational wealth to your family by just being you, by just selling houses and talking to people, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I absolutely want to chat with you about how eXp Realty is changing the lives of thousands of agents every week. All right, guys. Subscribe, like, and share the video. Hope you really enjoyed it. Leave the comments down below if you really disliked the video. Give it 2 thumbs down, okay? Don't forget, 2 thumbs down if you absolutely dislike the video. 2 of them, not just 1. 2 thumbs down if you absolutely dislike the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like content like this. I do business stuff. I do real estate stuff, sales training, and of course, I also do, what is it called? Oh yeah, I tell you about eXp Realty. All right, guys. See you on the next clip. And then let me grab my little cool outro that I just absolutely love. And I made a new one, so I'll upload the new one later. See you guys. Bye.